Welcome to Grilling to Get Away, the podcast for backyard grillers who want to escape the everyday and fire up the flavor. Whether you're a seasoned pitmaster or just learning your way around the grill, we're here to share tips, tricks, and recipes that will make your next BBQ unforgettable. We'll talk meats, marinades, and even some mouth-watering sides. Plus, we'll answer your grilling questions and dive into everything you need to turn your backyard into the ultimate grill zone. So grab your tongs, fire up that grill, and let's get started. This is Grilling to Get Away, your go-to podcast for all things barbecue. Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Greg, your co-host of the Grilling to Get Away podcast. I'm here with my buddy.
What's happening, man? Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day.
Yeah, we're going to make this a quick one. I know you got places to be.
There's a lot of free stuff out there, Ben, that I got to get to, okay?
I know.
You know, you're lucky I put pants on today.
Yesterday was
a Marine Corps birthday.
Yeah.
250 years old.
Yep.
Years young, I should say. To the fiercest fighting force in the world.
Here we go.
So happy belated birthday to my Marine Corps brothers and sisters, and happy Veterans Day to all those that have served and are continuing to serve. We appreciate you. Make sure you go out and take advantage of all the things that are out there. Driving the kids to school today, man, like every radio station had like a list of places you could go today to get like.
Were you writing them down?
I was taking mental notes.
Okay.
Most of them I already know, but you just got to make sure there's any new ones that don't pop up. After 20 years of being out, you kind of know which spots to hit,
Yeah.
And then always, new ones are always popping up, so you got to make sure you stay on top of that and then plan accordingly. So
yeah. So Ken's told me last night. She's like, Dad, I could have had you sign this form and you could have come to school.
Yeah.
You could have gotten a free donut and a cup of coffee. I'm like, well, where were you on that one?
I know, jeez.
I was like, both of our kids go to the same school. You think either one of us got invited? Nope.
Everett kind of slyly, kind of puts that, if they get like a form or something, they'll put it out there. Like, because Crosby did too for like his elementary school. Like, you could send a picture in or whatever.
Cal had that. He's like, and of course, it was yesterday morning.
He
pulls out his backpack. He's like, hey, Dad, can you print off a picture of this? I'm like, what is this? He's like, I need it for today. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Did you send a picture?
No.
Oh, man, he's savage.
Yeah, no, like they don't specifically ask. They just kind of quietly put like this paper on top of the counter, and see. But no, I had the opportunity to go to the high school last week to talk to some juniors and seniors about my experiences.
Okay. I hope you were brutally honest.
I was. I always am.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. No, there was an AP, like an advanced placement language arts class or something.
Are you allowed in an AP class?
I am, as a guest, I am.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, can you even spell AP, man?
No.
Okay.
All purpose? Yeah. It was a seasoning class. That's what I said.
I hope you didn't say that. Oh, man.
No, man. So this class has their two classes, juniors and seniors, and they come together. I guess they've been doing it for the past few years. So they invite veterans to talk to talk to the classes in small groups. So like I had a table with like 5 or 6, kids. I brought my picture book because, just me talking,
Sure.
It isn't that good. But they had like 2 pages worth of questions, like the classes, they just kind of had, the questions prepared. And then it was very kind of low key, like what kind of questions you have, here are my pictures from my experiences, so you could talk about that stuff too. But it was good. I mean, they had great questions. They were very polite. They were very respectful. I just wanted to ask a lot of questions about my time in service. Quite a few questions about like sleep and, that kind of stuff. Routine. They wanted to know about the routine, and gave it to them pretty straight. Like during war, there's really no routine. Getting a couple hours of sleep a night, but like back here in the States, it's a little bit different. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was good. I had a chance to do that. Good kids. I didn't know that the high school is doing like the Veterans Day. They do like a ceremony today, so it was good to hear too. And they're like the school does the Pledge of Allegiance in the mornings. So. Mm-hmm.
Elementary schools do it too.
Yeah. So I wasn't sure if that was still a thing, but it was when I was there.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Yeah, and they had coffee and donuts. But today, yeah.
Back up.
No.
How many donuts?
I didn't have any, man.
Oh, I don't believe you.
I had a banana. Because there's like 50, 60 kids, man. So
they crush it.
Yeah, just let the kids have the food. I don't need the food.
Okay, we have that on record.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make that a T-shirt.
Did you hear that?
Anytime like we're out somewhere, I'm gonna wear that T-shirt and be like, "Hey, Greg, read this. This is your direct quote, dude."
Yeah.
Let the kids have the food.
Let the kids have the food. Yeah. I'm a generous guest.
Yeah.
But no, like
you're just running through, pushing kids out of the way. Get out of the way.
You know who I am?
Greenfield.
I'm the veteran here. But I got to talk to a few other veterans there too.
How many veterans did they have?
They had like 16.
Oh, nice.
It was a nice smattering of females, males, and then like
different branches and stuff.
Yeah, there's only one other Marine there, and then like Vietnam, Gulf War, our era, current era. They had a currently serving Army. He was a recruiter, but he was artillery was his main MOS. But he actually went to the high school, so he graduated about 5 years ago. I got to talk to a few people, mainly kind of the older guys that are served kind of in the Vietnam era. Then just hear about their experiences coming back. So like it makes me feel grateful for kind of the work and the foundation that they laid, because I know a lot of those folks came back and it wasn't the best conditions for them. Where I had the opposite, where we got kind of welcomed back with open arms. Some of that era didn't, and they helped make sure that veterans like you and me, Ben, we don't have that issue anymore. So appreciative of them and all those that served during that time. But yeah, so today, you could go to Starbucks, you could go to Dunkin' Donuts, Chili's, Applebee's, Quick Trip, Mission Barbecue. There's Great Clips, I think, gives free haircuts. What else? Man, Golden Corral, get your
all you can eat
buffet.
Buffalo Wild
Wings, man, just so much stuff out there. Mm-hmm. Who has the time? Yeah, we're gonna have to cut this short. Yep. So I do have the time.
Yeah. Hope you're hungry.
Yeah, bring your appetite.
Yeah,
I've been waiting all year for this day. No, just take advantage of it if you have the opportunity. But obviously, that's not the reason we serve. But we appreciate the businesses that do that. They don't have to do that. So, all right, man. Well, with that being said, man, we got Thanksgiving coming up.
We have Thanksgiving coming up, Greg. Mm-hmm. Are you ready?
Man, I am getting ready.
I'm getting ready. Yeah,
pumped. You're doing a lot of just watching recipes and seeing what people are cooking.
So much.
A lot of appetizers and stuff. My mom even sent me a text the other day with a meatball appetizer. I was like, oh, that sounds really good.
Nice. Okay.
Might need to do that one.
What was the meatball recipe?
So it was really simple. So it's a crock pot one, but using some of our sauce. Let's see here. So
almost just kind of standard meatballs like you would.
Yeah. So it was recipe: 2 pounds of pre-cooked meatballs, 2 cups of pepper jelly, and then 3/4 cups of our QRF bold sauce. Put it in the crock pot for 3 hours, low and slow. Delicious. Oh. So I might have to try that out. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But,
pepper jelly, huh?
Pepper jelly, yeah. I haven't really used much of pepper jelly.
No, I haven't either. I've heard of recipes that do grape jelly.
Grape jelly?
Stuff like that.
Yep. With the little jelly. Smokies, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or meatballs and stuff, too.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. You can't go wrong.
That's super simple. That's the way I like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good.
Yeah, man. But yeah, just getting into it. We're not hosting this year, so I'm not sure if, what dishes I'm making yet. Mm-hmm. But there'll definitely be some appetizers. Who knows what else is going to pop into my mind. But then if I'm not doing the turkey, I did pick up half a turkey from the freezer section at Aldi's, so I can at least get my turkey fix on by
yourself. Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna say you're not sharing that with anybody.
Yeah, no, that's for the family here, local.
Yeah,
keep it in the house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, man. So, I'm not sure whether or not we're hosting yet.
Okay.
I was just informed we might be.
I
know the Lions play the Packers.
They do. Yeah.
So I'm pumped for that.
Yeah,
I did.
Been rough couple games for my Packers, but hopefully they figure it out.
Hopefully not. So yeah, dude. So we'll see, man. I'm pumped. I saw a video, like you said too, that I texted you yesterday, or we talked on the phone real quick and stuff, but I was like, dude, I watched this video where this guy was doing like 3 or 4 turkeys, and he was dry brining them in this giant cooler and just had this brine, this cooler was full of it, and he just threw the turkeys in there. I was like, oh, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I told my wife not too long ago, or like it was literally last week. I'm like, man, I'm really thinking about stopping at the store and grabbing like just like a turkey breast, cook. And she's like, you don't want to wait just until Thanksgiving? Why wait?
Why? Yeah.
Why wait?
I don't know.
Yeah, turkey's delicious.
Yeah.
So
you make sandwiches out of it.
Yeah.
You know, for the it's for the family. Jeez.
You don't have to eat any.
Yeah.
Fine.
Man. Squashing dreams.
That's what I said. I was like, okay, fine. Well, have a dry.
I do what I want. I'm a grown man.
But then I saw the prices of the turkey breast right now, Greg, and I was like, well, I guess I'll wait.
Well, Aldi's had it. Like, I got a nice. It was like probably like a 6-pounder for like $9.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So try those out. But I know some people. You know, we talked a little about this too. Like some people like the farm fresh ones, but they're a little bit more expensive. Yeah. And because of the water content too, like there's not as much water content in those. Like, you know, not frozen birds like the fresh ones. So, you know, some of those bigger ones, you're kind of frozen ones. You're paying a little bit more for like the actual, you know, water that's frozen in there.
Sure.
But yeah, so we've been seeing kind of like $4.97 a pound for like fresh farm turkeys, and then a little bit obviously lower for the frozen ones, like 97 cents a pound.
Yeah. For
some of these places. Dude, remember we talked about the Walmart thing? You know, they're doing like the, you know, $10 per person for like a meal. So I put it in my cart and I ordered it, and I had it for delivery from like the closest Walmart that we had. And those bastards, like so I put everything in the cart, right? So they make it super simple. All you have to do is like click on the button, and it puts everything in your cart, including the turkey, right? So you have everything you need to cook this meal, except for maybe some seasonings and stuff. But so I put it in the cart and I checked out, dude. I checked out. I clicked the like delivery window, because you can pick like a 2-hour window where they deliver or drop it off at your house. So I did that, and like if you're a Walmart.com whatever subscriber, you get it for free. But then like as they're preparing it, you know, they send you a text like, hey, we're getting your order ready. They say we don't have a certain item in, so like I was like, this is gonna be a turkey. This is like the only reason I want this thing is the turkey. Sure enough, man. How do you not have the turkey?
Got you good.
Yeah.
Got you
so
good.
I canceled it. I canceled the order. So I have one of two thoughts, Ben. Like, one is like they're like these are popular and people are picking them up, or two is like those bastards didn't want to deliver to my house. So they're like, he's probably going to cancel if we don't have the turkey. So I sure did. I canceled that whole order.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
but just know that could happen. Is if you place it all in your car and you have it for delivery, if they don't have something, you can have it substituted, or they just say like, we'll still deliver your order, but minus this, and we'll credit you back for whatever you don't get. So I was going to do a video and everything, Ben. Still might, but
that's a bummer.
Yeah, man. I was looking forward
Try
to
again.
it. I don't know. I don't know if to try again, but I might just do it for pickup. Just go and pick it up instead of having it delivered.
You think that'll make a difference whether they have
it
turkeys
could be.
in stock or not?
Yeah, it could. I think so, man, because like the closest Walmart to here, man, is probably like good 20 minutes. And they probably looked at that and be like, I don't want to drive all the way there, you know?
Yeah.
Or they don't have somebody ready to go. I wouldn't put it by. I'm not saying like it's Walmart, but it's like, you know, we know how people work.
I guess. I don't know.
That's just my assumptions.
That's your assumptions.
Yeah.
I want to hear you tell me that, yeah, I put it back in, did for pickup, and worked out great.
Okay. I'll have some time later on this week doing some deliveries for some local retailers that are continuing to stock our products, and it's the holiday season, so they need a lot of places need some restock, so it's awesome. Yeah,
that is cool.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. Well, so tell me about this turkey thing, because we want to talk about turkey today.
Yep.
It's going to be Thanksgiving coming up. Turkey's traditional on Thanksgiving, even like on Christmas for some folks. Big turkey season right now, and I love cooking turkey too. It's great. But there's a lot of different ways to do it, especially if you've never done it and you're hosting. Let's give them some tips and stuff. But let's talk about the turkey that you saw that was a little bit different.
Yeah, dude. So, like I said, I'd watched this one video where this guy did, you know, like I said, it was a huge, he was doing like 4 turkeys and the brine and stuff. But then I saw another one too, man, where the guy cut he cut it like up the sides. It was, I think it's called like a frog cut or something like that.
A frog cut.
Have you heard of that?
I could see because it looks like frog legs.
Yeah.
When you cut it.
Let me see if I can find like.
Yeah, I've seen it. So it opens it up like. So it's like one of those notepads where it flips up, right? So that's kind of how you're cutting it. So it flips up. So the entire.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's frog style turkey is what it's called.
Okay.
So.
Bang. So it's almost like you're cutting it in half.
You are
the long
like
way.
You're keeping like, yeah. So you're cutting it up to where you have like the breasts and kind of like the legs, or the wings, and then almost like in half, like on one side, and then you have like the drumsticks, like the the legs and everything, like in the back and stuff, the thighs in the back.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't really see anything like that. I was like, well, that's crazy.
Yeah, because we typically see like either like a spatchcock where you're just cutting out the spine, or you leave the whole bird together. Right? There's really, I guess you could cut it into fourths. I've seen that as too, like people kind of cutting it into fourths, or you could cut it into halves, like down the middle.
Yep.
Like not out the sides though.
Not the sides.
Yeah.
Not the sides. What
Interesting.
do you think? Like, why would you do that?
Well, again, I think if you got the space, because like that was a big turkey, man. You need a big cooking space for that. I don't know. Like I think it's the same as like a spatchcock. You're looking to shorten the cooking time, and then you're looking for more smoke to get all over the place. So if you open it up like that, you get smoke all over the inside and the outside. So I think there's something to be said about that too, as opposed to like just keeping it all together and stuffing it. You're not getting that smoke flavor on the inside. Yep. So I think that's probably why people do it. Plus, I mean, that something
looks cool.
Yeah, something different.
Looks cool, man. Yeah, I thought the same thing. I was like, all right, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the room for that.
I don't have the room for that either.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I wanted to share that. I thought it was cool. Frog style.
Yeah.
Check it out. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, I don't know. Guess another way to impress like your friends and stuff. Impress your guests that you're cooking for that day, but looks weird.
Yeah.
I watched one dude where like he was spatchcocking it, and like he was like cracking all the bones. And I was like, pop, pop, pop. It was pretty funny. I was like, dang.
It's like a chiropractor for turkeys.
Yeah.
All right, man. So let's talk turkey, dude. Like first things first is like if you have a frozen one or a semi-frozen one, because some of those farm fresh ones are still kind of semi-frozen and for transportation and stuff. You want to make sure you thaw that bad boy out, ahead of time, right? Like not the day of, right? So
not the day of,
right?
Not the day of. It's not ideal. This isn't the same as like, what is it, like that 0 to 400 with like people are doing like wings and stuff that. Don't do that.
Right. So you want to make sure
test it out and let us know how it goes.
Let us know how it goes. Yeah, and you definitely don't want to deep fry a frozen turkey.
Greg, can you explain why?
Because the coldness of the it'll blow up, man. I've never done it, but I've seen it.
Have you deep fried turkeys?
I haven't, no.
No, me neither.
But Steve, my stepdad, he's done it before.
Yeah, okay.
And it looks good, man. It looks like, but to me, again, like we like to keep it really simple. And I guess it's simple, but I don't want to have a bunch of grease all over the place too. Like there's just like that piece to it, but people swear by it. Yep. So if you do it, that's great. It's just not my style. Yeah, so there's a lot of those videos going around right now. Like, make sure your turkey is completely thawed, not frozen. Because if you put a frozen turkey into that boiling hot grease, man, it's gonna
learn real fast.
Yeah, it's gonna make sure you have you probably lose some eyebrows and
it's a bad day.
Yeah, so make sure, depending on the weight that you have, there's a bunch of guides out there. And
there's instructions that usually come with the bird too.
Yeah, that's a great point. Like how many days in advance you want to take that out. And if you're going to be brining it again, remember to take it out one more day or 2 more days in advance, because it's going to take at least a day to brine the turkey. So,
all right. So there you have it. Like if you're looking to brine it, probably take it out Monday, right?
Right.
If you're looking to cook Thursday, probably take it out Tuesday.
Yeah, and if it's a big old bird, then take it out a little bit earlier, Sunday maybe. But yeah, make sure you're just keeping track of that, like backtrack. Like if you're hosting or you're cooking the bird, man, you got to kind of like, this is when we're serving, and then you got to backtrack kind of your timeline to make sure that it's all syncing up. You know what I mean? Because the worst thing is that, like, if everybody's waiting for the turkey to be done, it's okay if maybe you have to keep it warm or if you have to kind of just heat it up a little bit, but you want to make sure like the guests aren't waiting. Or you could be like, sometimes like, the bird's done when the bird's done.
That's kind of my take on it, to be honest. I'm a big fan of watching the Lions play on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, man.
They always play right at noon.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, well then I'll get to work once the game's done.
Oh, really? You wait till the game's done?
It depends. Like sometimes I'll start around like halftime.
Sure.
I'll have like pretty much everything ready to go. It's just kind of throwing it on. Or like it depends like how I want to cook it.
Mm-hmm.
So this year I've decided we're gonna spatchcock it.
Okay.
So
spatchcocking is you're cutting the spine out.
Yep.
And you're flattening it out, so to speak. So
yep.
It's I've done it a few times. It's great. You can do it with chickens as well, but it's a great way to. If you're just starting off doing like a smoker type of turkey, for me that'd be like the way I would recommend doing it because it's so simple and the cook time's a little bit faster than if you were just doing a whole bird together.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, this will be the first time I've spatchcocked it.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that. I've always just done the whole bird together.
Yeah.
Loved it. Love cooking it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I love doing turkeys and stuff. Like I'm super pumped, super excited. Really getting the itch to. I mean, I can't wait until even like Black Friday. I'll probably go buy a couple of turkeys on after and stuff, just to have in the freezer. Like, because we like to cook them like throughout the year and stuff too. Like I love like Thanksgiving, like June or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
Yeah,
get me fired up here now. It's that time.
It's here. It's coming. So I was kind of been reading a lot about the turkeys and stuff. I've done like a beer brine the past couple of years and stuff. I think I might. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a brine or not this year. Might just kind of stick to like a rub and like inject it and just kind of see how it goes from there.
Okay, so let's talk about the brine then. So
I think we've got that beer brine recipe out.
Yeah, we've got if you're looking for like turkey recipes and brines and stuff, we do have some out at burnpitbbq.com. You just type in the search bar like turkey or brine or something like that, and some recipes will pop up for you. But kind of what's the reason behind brining turkey? In your opinion, what do you say?
My opinion, I mean, you're going heavy on like the salt and stuff. So I mean, the whole point is you're kind of creating like this outside layer to help keep like that moisture in.
Mm-hmm. Because turkey is typically a dry bird.
It can easily dry out real fast, and like to me, it's kind of a different way. Like I know, like you can watch a bunch of people like injecting and stuff, and like, I mean, God. I think there's one video I watched, Greg, where this dude took like 4 sticks of butter and like slid it under the skin and the breast and stuff, like right there. And I was like, God, that's a lot.
You told me about that's butter. A lot of butter.
I remember like it was like last year or something. I was like, I gotta talk to Greg about this one.
I've done the pads of butter, like so you lift up the skin and you put butter underneath the skin, so it keeps it moist and it's a little bit of flavor. Like sticks of butter, that's a little too much for me.
That's a whole nother level. I'll probably do like a little bit of butter like that, and probably like end with like a little bit of the injection and stuff like that.
Well, are you going like a spicy injection or what kind of flavor?
Dude,
do you think?
I don't even know. I was kind of thinking about it the other day. And I said something to my wife about maybe using like a little like a wing sauce or kind of like a hot sauce in with the injection a touch.
What about like a Cajun one? Because we've talked about that a little bit, like a Cajun bird. Then there are some Cajun injections that you
Heck yeah, I mean you can put your rub right in the injection and stuff, right? Like so it's
that's the only thing is like make sure you have a big needle hole, because I've run into that where I got like a small one and I put like some herbs in there or whatever and it just clogs up the inside of it and it's very hard to get out and like dang it, man.
Now it's a mess. And,
but they have some like real professional ones, like almost like like a shotgun.
Dude, I saw this one too. Like this guy, it had like 4 nozzles.
Oh, jeez.
And he
it's like an air compressor.
You could use like a spritzer, but then he like stuck it in, and I was like, holy cow, dude, that's insane.
That is.
I think it was from Kendrick's.
Okay.
Kendrick's barbecue and stuff. He does a lot of crazy stuff too. But yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it. I don't know if I'll go Cajun. I guess it kind of depends like what we're hosting, if we're hosting or not.
Just keep it like traditional.
I don't know about that either, dude. I'm not sure yet. Like I said, I'm throwing a lot of ideas around in my head. I'm watching a lot of videos. I'm super pumped. So we'll see. But I do love the idea of like the Cajun turkey. And I don't think you can go too wrong. I'd like a little bit of a kick. So
yeah.
You know, like it, don't eat it, I guess.
All right. So you're brining it overnight, right? So what else is going in your brine then?
So one that I saw had a lot of one had like oranges, like a lot like kind of oranges and I think limes too, or
really?
Yeah, I think it was maybe lemons. Maybe it was lemons, but like kind of more of like that citrusy flavor and stuff. You know, obviously salt. I like doing the big peppercorns.
Oh yeah.
You know, not breaking them up, leaving them whole, put them in there and stuff. You know, I guess it kind of depends like what you want to do. Like I'll put. Traditionally, I've done like our pop smoke, our Memphis style rub on the turkey. So I definitely put some of that in the brine as well. To kind of add to that like let the bird start taking some of that flavor too. And then salt, you know, kind of salt and then some beer. So yeah, I mean, and then like the biggest thing too when you're brining, right, is making sure you have something to put it in. Like because that sucks when you don't have anything. Like
a lot of these brining kits that you get like everything you need, like they put the bags in there too. But you could go.
This is where if you're making like your own brine and stuff, like
GFC Gordon Food Services, they have big bags you can go and get like for really cheap.
Bags?
Like a couple bucks, I think it was when I was over there. But yeah, you can find turkey bags and stuff, or you got like a cooler, you know, you don't want to line it, you can do that.
Yeah. Just something else to clean out later on is what
you were trying not to do, right? So big old heavy duty bag. They're all over the place. You fill that bad boy up, lots of ice into make sure that it stays cool. And then brine it overnight.
Make sure you're rotating it too.
Yep.
So like what I've done too is I've put it in that brine bag and put it in like the fridge. So then you gotta rotate it, flip it every now and then.
That's a good point. So you want to get those flavors all mixed up, so like all of the bird gets skidded. Yep. All right. So you get your brine overnight. You're done with it now. Now what do? You pull it off out of the brine, and then you let it dry. You
rinse it off.
You rinse it off.
Yep.
Rinse it off, and then you let it dry. Do you pat it dry at all? Yeah, with some paper towels.
Yep. Just kind of pat it dry, and then typically, I mean, what is it? By that time, it's probably about like Wednesday, right? So then I'll kind of put the rub on it, let that kind of sit overnight, and then the next day, I've done it kind of both ways where I've injected it like kind of as I put the rub on too, or I've done it like the day the day of.
Yeah.
This year I'll probably just do the day of.
Yeah. So are you looking to are you covering it at all, or are you just like letting it air dry like once you put the rub on and stuff? Because I mean that's a question like a lot of people have struggles with is like after you brine it, the skin is very wet, and then you don't want like a chewy skin, so you want to make sure that the skin is dried, and a lot of ways you can do that is just let it air dry for a little while before you put it on. Maybe take it out an hour before or something like that. Let it air dry a little bit more, or in the fridge or whatever overnight. So some of that moisture will continue to come out of the skin, so it dries up.
Yeah, I've done kind of both ways, man. Where I put it back into like another bag, or I put it, sometimes I won't even season it until like the morning of. Yeah. Which is fine.
If you got a few hours before,
Yeah, and just kind of let it set like that way. I guess kind of a lot depends, man. Like on if I'm doing it like kind of the way that I want to do it, I'll have it be brining more like kind of Wednesday into Thursday, and then I'll season it like kind of Thursday morning.
Okay.
I guess that would be like kind of my ideal timeline.
Sure.
So then I can give it that time to like air dry and stuff like that, and not have to throw it back in the fridge again. Or if I am throwing it back in the fridge, it's only going to be like maybe a couple hours and stuff, but not where it's going to be like overnight. Yeah. So I guess that's kind of more my ideal timeline is where I want it to brine into like that Thursday morning. And I mean you can let it brine for as long what is it like anywhere from what do they recommend, like 10 hours at least? 10 to 12 hours.
10 to 12 hours. I think some people I know like do a whole 24 hours.
I've done the 24 hours in the past.
I don't know how much more you're going to get if you go longer than that.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
Like,
But, you know, if you do something like that and it goes longer, hey, man, more power to you.
yeah.
So then you dry it out, you season it, you inject it, you put your pads of butter probably under skin, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then what temperature are you getting your smoker to?
I guess it kind of depends, like, when I'm looking to eat and I guess, you know, all that stuff. But typically anywhere from, like, 200 or 250 up to 300. I'd say that's kind of my range.
Yeah. If you need to go higher to get it done faster, you can do that.
Yeah. If I'm spatchcocking that, I'd probably keep it around, like, 250, 275 tops.
Yeah, right. Because
you know,
it's going to cook evenly, too, now. You got
Yeah.
spatchcocked open. You know, that's one of the advantages. But you also want to make sure the grill is hot enough so, like, the skin crisps up, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, what kind of smoke you thinking this year?
I guess it kind of depends, like, how I season it and stuff. Like, I'm definitely gonna do some chunks, like, and I'm gonna do it probably at least 2.
Okay.
So it's gonna hit it good.
Nice.
What I want to is I want like a drip pan like underneath it as well. So anything that does kind of drop through,
Using it for gravy.
using it for
Absolutely.
stuffing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of my goal.
Yeah,
So,
I like to put like some onions and some carrots and stuff down in there too. So
underneath it.
yeah, catch the drippings and then
You put a little water in there too.
Yeah. Maybe even a little bit of wine or something like that.
And you'll use that even with the wine in there and stuff for your gravy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because usually it not a whole bunch, but then it renders down and then like you just get a nice little hint of that within your gravy or whatever else you're cooking. You know what I mean? So that's awesome, man. So, and then internal temperature of the bird.
Man, so I've seen a lot of stuff. One video I was watching, they pulled it at like 155, 160.
Because it's going to continue to rise.
It's going to continue to rise. You know, I'm probably pulling it like fairly close to 165.
Yeah, that's what
I go
to be safe.
Just to be on the safe side, especially like we're hosting and stuff like it. I'd probably wait until it's at least like 163 or higher.
Yeah.
And that's like, you know, in the breasts. Like the thighs, the breasts I'd feel confident at like a little over 160.
Sure.
For the thighs and stuff, for sure, I'm going to like 165. But yeah, that's kind of my temp that I'm rolling at.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same way. Like at that point, like if you're pulling it at like 165, you know, it's still going to be really moist. You're not really at risk of drying it out. You let it rest for a little bit, you know, let some of those kind of juices redistribute throughout. Are you basting throughout like your cook, or are you spritzing, or are you mopping, doing anything?
I've done both in the past. We do have like a baster and stuff, but like I've always done it where it's kind of been in like that tin pan.
Yeah.
And so I've taken it and squeezed it and like then just put some of those juices like right back on and squirted it like into the bird and stuff. Yeah, I love doing that. So I just kind of based it like that. With it, like kind of spatchcocking it this year, I'll probably do like a spritz.
Okay.
And I'll just keep it simple. Just do some probably like some chicken broth or something like that. With maybe some of the seasoning or something like that in there. Just kind of play with what we've got.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's super simple, man, spatchcocking it. Now, if you're leaving it whole, so if somebody wants to leave it whole, maybe they stuff it, you know, what have you. Anything differently you're doing?
So I'll be honest with you, I've never done it where I'm stuffing it like with traditional stuffing.
Okay.
Like I'll do that separate.
You're just putting stuff in that are going to give it like a nice flavor aroma or something like that. That you're going to take out and maybe not use it all.
Yeah. So I've done stuff. I've put like apples up in there. I've done like apples and oranges. I've done like celery and onions. So it just kind of depends. Some garlic cloves, stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Pretty traditional. That's pretty good. Letting it rest a little bit after you pull it off and then you're slicing it. Now, what's your go-to? Do you like the dark meat? Do you like the white meat?
I like the meat, Greg.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
equal opportunity.
I'm just pumped. Yeah, pumped to try. I'm probably starting
do you dig in there and get like one of the legs or
no? Well, usually Cal calls one of the legs.
Yeah.
He's a man. He crushes
starts
those legs.
gnawing on it.
Yeah. But yeah, he usually takes dibs on the legs. But yeah, as I'm cutting this thing up, I'm trying every piece of it. You know, like I'm trying pieces and seeing kind of how it is and stuff. So yeah, I usually kind of start by cutting like the legs off, and then probably like moving my way up cut
Sure.
the wings, and then just diving into like the breast and stuff and seeing how it goes. So
Yeah.
kind of getting some of that stuff like out of the way, and then just cutting the rest of that thing up. And then too, man, like I know we've kind of talked about this in the past, and I always like to keep kind of the carcass, and we've got like a big pot, and like I'll throw it in there and just boil water.
Do some stock.
Do some stock,
Mm-hmm.
And it has a great kind of smoky flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Comes off, you get a lot of the flavors from like the bird and stuff too, and it's pretty solid.
Yeah, a lot of people use, like, if you're not using the gizzards or like the neck that comes with the turkey, you can put it in there for your stock too.
Yeah,
A little bit of butter, that kind of stuff. Good, man. That's good. I mean, it's pretty simple. Like if you've never done a turkey before at a smoker or the grill, it's not as intimidating as it might seem. It's just you're just cooking a big bird, man, and get it up to 165. Throw some smoke on it. Throw some some flavors on it. It should come out pretty decent.
Yes, if you're like for the injection stuff, I don't know if we got too much into that and stuff, but like pretty much like, man, just keep it as simple as you want. Like, I'll do like a little bit of probably like chicken broth, some butter, some of the rub I'm using, and like I said, this year I might put a touch of like a wing sauce or like a hot sauce in there a bit, just a touch. I like some pepper and stuff, and then that's what I'm injecting it with. It's like just right into the breasts in multiple spots, and then into the thighs as well.
Yeah. Yeah, in worst case scenario, you just douse it with some gravy.
Easy.
We're good to go.
Yep. So
yeah. Good, man. Well, it's good. Well, hopefully, this is give some good tips to some folks that might be trying it out for the first time. If you haven't, give it a shot, And we always recommend, like, if you're cooking for other people, maybe do a dry run first, get one under your belt. So you kind of know what to expect the day of.
Yeah, I mean, big things that you're really going to need, right? So you want to make sure you have, like, a turkey pan. Like, if you're doing the full turkey.
Big one, yeah.
Yeah, you want one of those big kind of tin turkey pans and
With
something to kind of
rack.
hold it up. Yeah. And then, if you're going to mop it, have, like, a mop. If you're going to inject it, you need a good injector and stuff. If you're going to brine it, making sure you have something to brine it in. There's plenty of stuff like people have done brines, dude, just salt and water.
Yeah.
It's super simple. Literally that simple.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can add whatever
Sure.
you want to add. So you can just go as traditional as you want to.
Yeah, sometimes keeping it simple is best.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for some adventure, try some new flavors and stuff like that. It's fun. Like, turkey will take on whatever you give it. So you can play around with it, which is awesome. And the leftovers are always
man, it's one
the
of my
best.
favorite parts. Yeah. And make sure you have like some temp gauges too.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, have a good thermometer, a meat thermometer. You can't go wrong with the metal pens that you just stick in there, and so you have a good internal. Where do you want to put it, Ben? Like
the breasts and the thighs,
yeah.
and just be careful too, because if you poke it in like too far, you'll get it into like the cavity, and then it'll like your temp will shoot way up, and you're like, "There's no way this thing's done in a half hour," right? So make sure you're getting into like that thick part of the breast, but like not poking through like the back end of the cavity. Because I'll be honest, like I've done that before. Like one of the second times I think I did a turkey, I was like, "There's no way this thing's done." So I just went out there, rearranged it and stuff. I'm like, "Oh, okay, you'll figure it out. It's not too bad."
Yeah, and if the skin's starting to get too brown for you, put some tinfoil over it.
Yeah. The legs. A lot of people do on like the legs and like the wings and stuff too.
Yeah, and just some tips that you learn as you go. Make sure you have a good knife, a good sharp knife for cutting, a big cutting board. Those are the basics that you're going to need, for getting your first turkey out there. What else, man? What else are we missing? Maybe some gloves. some gloves, some good gloves, maybe some twine or some trussing string. Do you see that they got the turbo trusser, where like you don't need string or anything. It's just like that metal piece where it pulls you can put them in there.
No, I haven't seen that.
So it's he was at the open call.
Nice.
But he's been around for a while, and he was on Shark Tank, I think, too. But it's like a little metal piece, and you can just look up turbo trusser.
Okay.
And it's just a little metal piece you put on the backside of that turkey, and you put the wings in there, or you put the legs in there, so it kind of holds them in there. So it's pretty cool if you're looking for something that will help you out there. But yeah, good cutting board, sharp knife. Plenty of room in your stomach for all the food.
Yeah.
And your sweatpants for afterwards. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, that's good, man. I think this is a good episode for people to get started, getting going. Maybe next week we'll talk maybe some sides or some apps, maybe even just some desserts that you're thinking about. Oh, leftovers too. Yeah. That could be an option. If you have any ideas or thoughts, shoot it our way at burnpitbbq.com. Hit us up on the socials, burnpitbbq. But other than that, Ben, man, happy Veterans Day again to everybody that's been out there that's a veteran. Appreciate everything you do in your service.
Yeah, and man, Thanksgiving's just around the corner, so start
prepping.
Now. It's like Greg said too. I know I went to the grocery store last night real quick while my son was at basketball practice, and
it's crazy.
Yeah, stuff's
flying off the
already
shelves.
gone. That's already so. Start getting stuff now.
Start prepping.
Yeah, start prepping. Figure out kind of your sides and what you're gonna do. Again, there's a lot of options and stuff, and we'll dive into some of that next week.
Absolutely. All right, man. Well, then we'll talk next week.
Sounds good. Happy Veterans Day, everyone.
Yeah. Cheers.
Take it easy.